Dan on the Rock Show. I've got two guys from Feed The Rhino with me. If people don't know your names, could you introduce yourself?
My name's Lee, and I'm the vocalist in Feed The Rhino.
And yourself, sir?
I'm James, I'm guitarist in Feed The Rhino.
And it's been a while since we guys caught up with you last. I think before the hiatus, wasn't it? Because it was Reading we saw you last. And you've come back, dropped an album. We love the single. We've been playing it, I think, about 3 or 4 weeks now. It's just... How is it for you guys being back? Because you were a bit tired when you left.
Well, we're not tired now, for one.
That is the right answer.
No, honestly, it's brilliant being back.
Yeah.
This is something that we've wanted for a long, long time. We was never going to stay away. I mean, but we just needed some time to sort of like, you know, be with ourselves. We've been busy for a long time, pushing and pushing and working and working and working and doing a lot of travelling and living in each other's pockets, you know, and that's something that can kind of like take its toll on you a little bit. And you know, we come to a point where we were like, you know, we need a break. Yeah. We need a break. We need a bit of time just to do our own thing, and then, you know, see what happens to there from there. Sorry, do you know what I mean?
Well, I remember even back sort of when Takedown Festival was still around and I interviewed you guys. You even said then...
When was that? 2013?
14, yeah. And you guys even said then that you wanted to be in charge of your own sort of pace, what the band does. You didn't want to be pushed by the industry to, you know...
We've always enjoyed being in the industry.
Yeah.
Playing music is something that we've always loved doing, so being involved in it we've never disliked. I think it just come a point in time where we had been touring quite relentlessly and being all over the place, and it does take its toll on you. And it wasn't that we wasn't interested in doing it anymore. I think it's the fact that, you know, we're concentrating on our personal lives. We just needed that little change, a bit of contrast in the situation to happen, so we could actually progress further.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it probably would have come to a horrible end. But you know, we've both become proud fathers.
That's awesome. Well done, guys.
So that's a big...
Not together.
No.
In that case,
separately.
Slightly less proud, you know.
I would still be proud of that.
I'd be more proud if it was together, you know.
No, but in all honesty, it was like basically, you know, we were at a point where we got to play Reading Leeds main stage, which was brilliant. Don't get me wrong, an amazing experience. And for a band like us, to go from playing sort of shows that we were playing to touring bands, what we were doing, we were building, and then we got the offer for Reading to come through, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we were trying to like then move into the direction of writing our 4th album.
Yeah.
Which was then, but it was something that wasn't quite right in the camp. And for us, look, we've always come from a place that it needs to feel real, it needs to feel organic, it can't be forced, it can't be pushed, it can't just be like something that you just make happen. And we were trying to write, but we wasn't quite there. We wasn't quite sparking the way that we was before with the other 3 albums. And for us, like,
a lot of the songs on the new album were written just around the same time as the last album.
Well, the ideas were put together, weren't they?
A lot of ideas floating about. The album was kind of it could have been put out then, really. We was only short of about 3 or 4 songs, but I think what it was just that we needed something to change in our lives, just for a little while, just so we could get back on back in the swing of it and carry on. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, were you guys worried about killing your trajectory at all? Because
no, it's never been about trajectory for us.
Awesome.
We're not in the industry to like that. This might sound really cliche and a load of rubbish, but at the end of the day, we play music for us.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously the people that come to watch us and come to our shows and buy our music, it is for them. Like, at the end of the day, like being a band that's plastered all over magazines, that's, you know, like just, I don't know if you want that sort of everyday famous. That's something that really doesn't bother us. If it come along, yeah, that's great, but we're not in it for that. We write music because we're musicians and we love playing music, so we'll play anywhere. We really don't care.
We love the fact that we can come back and play to people still.
I was going to say, your fans are loyal. Like,
It's
Yeah.
really nice to see. It's refreshing to see, to come back to. Last night was the first night of the tour, and it was just nice to see people coming up and talking to you and sort of just reminding you how much they sort of care about your music, which is what it's all about, really. We care about it. Seeing other people care about it is a bonus.
But that's the thing. There's a connection there. It's like last night when we played Bristol, you know, and Bristol is a wonderful place, and we love playing there. But like the connection that we have when we play our shows, like we love it when it's there.
Yeah.
And it's there, and everything is all going as one thing, and that's what we want our shows to be. You know what I mean? And that's what it's really about for us. And to still have people come to our shows now, like after all this time, because I think we've been a band nearly 10 years now.
wow.
Coming up to
Yeah,
that,
it does pass
couple of
quickly,
I think
doesn't
like
it?
give or take, I think maybe it's 8 odd years or something like that. So you know what I mean? It's like it's great to still see people that we were seeing at shows, like you know when we first started playing.
Yeah.
Like
You kind of got past the... you got past our fans, and it's not like an insult to fans that pick up and put down music like on an age basis, but the ones that you got now you know that they're not interested in you for the trajectory or anything like that. They are actually there for the music. I mean, bless her, there's one fan that's been sat outside your venue now for the last hour.
Really?
In the cold, just waiting for you guys, because she's not from here. I was there chatting to her just before I saw you guys, and she's like not from the Exeter, so
Brilliant.
she's like, I'm just going to wait here. And it's like, it's freezing cold. She's just chilling outside waiting for...
Coming near us, have
have a beer.
So, the silence. You said that a lot of the ideas were about before the hiatus. Is there anything... did you write anything that was reflected from that time in the album, or is it...
Yeah, the experience of having the time off.
Yeah.
I think it brought a different kind of like shine on the album, because we approached it not being tense.
Yeah.
Because when we, you know, sort of decided to have a little break, we were quite tense in the band. Like there was a bit of a tense kind of feeling in the camp, and I think like, you know, that's something we didn't want to put onto the next album, because you can feel it.
Yeah.
But the way that this album come out, because we wrote it in such a good place,
Yeah.
everything come together really nicely. I mean, it was just something that happened really naturally.
Like I say, a lot of the ideas were written at the same time as the last album. Some of the ideas were even gonna be on the last album. It's just, you know, we try not to think too much about it. Like I say, it wasn't working because we needed a rest. But you know, that's then. This is now. We're ready to go again, and that's important to us, that people understand that.
Yeah, I think the thing is as well, we don't really want to dwell on it too much, because that was what it was, like James just said. And I mean, really and truly, it's not really a big thing. It's not really a big thing, is it? I mean, just having a bit of time off, it ain't a big thing.
No.
I mean, like, you know, some people might think it is, but it's not. You
I
know?
think, I don't know, it's something I've liked about you guys, as I say, because I actually went back and watched some of the previous interviews, because like I said, I had memories from the Takedown one, which I just wanted to shore up and make sure that I hadn't crossed details, because a couple hundred a year, and you do sometimes think that bearded man said that. No, it was somebody else. But no, you said at that point. The reason why I've focused on it a little bit myself is just, I think it's worthwhile advice to other bands out there, that when they're really scared of, you know, taking some time off to look after themselves, you've got a band such as you guys that have proven that it works for you, that you don't necessarily lose what you're expecting to lose, and that you can get back to the proper part of it, which is writing and playing music. Which I think is great, because you guys are clearly, you know, quite chilled about the whole affair and really pleased to be back.
I mean, the thing is, look, there was bands we was touring with at that time that weren't sort of that much bigger than us, and now they're a lot bigger.
Yeah.
But we don't really look at that and say it bothers us, because that's our thing.
Yeah.
You know, like at the end of the day, it didn't. Again, I go back to it. It wouldn't have scared us, because we write music because we love playing music. It's not about the trajectory of the band and like growing and growing and growing and growing. You're going to be what you're going to be.
Yeah.
If people like your music, they're going to buy it. If people don't like the music, they ain't going to buy it. You know, and they're not
Very
going to
true.
come to a show. So it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I personally love it. I think it's great, because whilst we go out every week as a show, we do get sort of every winter off, because festival season ends. You don't have to go away for the weekends. And like I say, I think it's given the year that the industry on a worldwide scale had last year as well, I think more people saying it's okay to look after yourself rather than necessarily worry too much is fantastic. So what do you guys got sort of planned for, the next couple of months? Is there anything, or is it...
Festivals? Yeah, festivals. That's, we love playing festivals. Getting out to Europe a bit more, playing
Got some
festivals
shows in Spain that we're playing, some headline shows in Spain, and we're going over there for the first time. We've got some great festivals that, like James said, that we've been announced for, that we're playing. There's more to be announced as well. So we're going to be busy this year, and it's just about being busy, being active, being able to go out and play the album, play the new songs, keep playing some of the old songs, and see where it takes us.
Work out which are the fan favourites and which one are the band favourites, because that's always the fun part of the first album cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's just nice to play some new music as well, but obviously it's just nice to get out playing again. We love playing live. That's one of the best things about it for us. But it's nice to just get out. Last night's show was nice, and just getting out and then getting through the festival season, which is always fun.
We're just getting warmed up.
Just getting warmed up. Fantastic. So, I mean, have you guys got some ideas that you're taking with you writing-wise? Was there things that didn't make the cut for the silence, or are you just like, it's done, you're not thinking about anything else at the moment?
I mean, writing never stops, so it's a constant ongoing thing. You could, as people that write music, it might happen quickly, it might happen a little bit slowly, or it doesn't. There's no sort of real thought out process to it. Just generally, it's always happening. So it's just one of them things. It's just there. So when we're ready to sort of put something together again, we'll go in the studio and do it.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to let you guys sort of crack back on. We're getting ready for the show later, because there's not a lot of time before I think you might be a little bit mobbed by my hometown, because they've always been big Rhino fans. They might actually, be a bit more like hungry rhinos than you guys are today, you know what I mean? But no, like I said, there's a certain personal interest in this one, just because you guys really set a bar for me years ago, and I'm really pleased that we've managed to have this chat. And
thank you for having us.
And I think there's a lot of people out there that might actually benefit from this ethos as well, so thank you for the time.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
Brilliant.
What's up, mate?
Cheers. Hi, I'm Dan. I'm from the Mike James Rock Show. Thank you very much for watching my interview. Please like, subscribe, and then if you're really interested, hit that little notification bell as well. Our channel isn't the most active because, as well as running the YouTube channel, we're actually a radio show, and that's why we have the channel, because we wanted people to be able to see the interviews if they weren't necessarily interested in our radio show. And if you are at all interested in the radio show, we're basically a show that promotes new music. We feature certain things each week as well. All the links that you need to have a look into this are all in the description below, so please check them out. You can follow the show, all the links there to follow it as well, and if you're particularly interested in following me as well and everything that I get up to, because I do the show amongst other things, you're more than welcome to hit the follow down links as well. Thank you so much for watching my interview. Cheers.